I have a photograph, black and white, taken in 1946. I'm 25 years old in this picture, standing in front of my first apartment. I look confident. Free. I had just come back from the war. And I had something you don't have. I was free from traps that didn't exist yet. Traps that your generation falls into every single day. Traps that will destroy your life if you don't escape them. I'm going to show you six. Six behavioral traps that didn't exist in 1940, that exist now, and that are keeping you paralyzed, exhausted, anxious, and stuck. Most people don't realize they're in a trap until they've wasted a decade. I'm going to show you how to recognize them now, and how to escape. Here they are. Trap number 1. Waiting to be perfect. Here's what this looks like. You want to start a business, but you tell yourself, I need to learn more first. I need to take another course. I need to save more money. I need to be ready. So you wait. You want to get in shape, but you tell yourself, I'll start when I lose 10 pounds first, when I have the right gym clothes, when I feel motivated. So you wait. You want to get married, but you tell yourself, I need to own a house first. I need to make more money. I need to be financially stable. So you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and nothing happens, because you're waiting to be perfect before you start. And perfect never comes. In 1940, we didn't wait. I got married at 24, right after I came home from the war. I had nothing, no house, no savings, $50 to my name. We rented a one-room apartment for $12 a month. We built our life together, from nothing. I started work at the factory at 20. I didn't know what I was doing. I learned by doing. Broke things, got yelled at, learned. I went to war at 20 years old. I wasn't ready. Nobody's ready for war. But I went anyway. We didn't have the luxury of waiting to be perfect. We had to move, imperfect, scared, unprepared. But we moved. You're waiting for perfect conditions. There are no perfect conditions. There's only now. And if you wait for perfect, you'll wait your entire life. Here's how you escape this trap. This week, start one thing you've been putting off. Just start. Badly, imperfectly, scared. I don't care. Start the business with a bad website. Start the workout in your living room in old clothes. Start the relationship before you have the house. Start imperfect, because imperfect action beats perfect inaction every time. One thing. This week, imperfect start. That's how you escape. Trap number 2. Yes man mode. You say yes to everything. Your friend invites you somewhere. You don't want to go. You say yes anyway because you don't want to disappoint them. Your boss asks you to take on another project. You're already overwhelmed. You say yes because you're afraid of saying no. Someone asks for your time, your help, your money. You say yes, even when you want to say no, even when you should say no. You say yes, and your life isn't yours. It's everyone else's. You're exhausted, resentful, burned out, because you gave yourself away one yes at a time. In 1940, we didn't have this problem. Not because we were better at saying no, because we had fewer options to say yes to. We didn't have social media invitations. We didn't have group chats. We didn't have constant requests for our time. Our social circle was small: church, family, neighbors. Maybe 10 people total. If we said yes to something, it was because we actually wanted to do it. You have 500 people who can ask you for things, and you feel obligated to all of them. You're not. You don't owe your time to anyone just because they asked. Here's how you escape. This week, practice saying no. Just once. One invitation you don't want. One request you can't handle. Say, no, I can't do that. Don't explain. Don't apologize. Just, no, I can't. They might be disappointed. That's okay. Their disappointment isn't your responsibility. Your time is your responsibility. One no. This week. Practice. That's the escape. Trap number 3. Comparison game. You scroll through Instagram. Everyone looks happier than you, better looking than you, more successful than you. You scroll through LinkedIn. Everyone has a better job than you, makes more money than you, has more connections than you. You compare your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel, and you feel like a failure every single day because everyone else looks like they're winning, and you're not. In 1940, I compared myself to my neighbors. That's it. The guy next door, the family across the street. And we were all in the same situation. Poor, working hard, struggling. Nobody had more than anyone else. So there was nothing to envy. You compare yourself to the top 1% of the entire world. And you do it 50 times a day. Every time you open your phone. Every influencer. Every success story. Every perfect vacation. Every perfect body. Every perfect life. It's curated. It's fake. It's designed to make you feel inadequate, so you keep scrolling. And you do. And you feel worse every time. Comparison is the thief of joy. Teddy Roosevelt said that. He was right. Here's how you escape this trap. This week, don't delete social media. Just stop comparing. Every time you feel that twinge of envy or inadequacy, close the app. Immediately. Don't keep scrolling. Close it. Do this every time. Train yourself to notice the feeling. Then stop feeding it. If you can't do that, then delete the apps for 7 days. See if your mental health improves. It will. 1 week, no comparison, or no social media. Your choice. That's the escape. Trap number 4, avoiding conflict. Someone does something that bothers you. You don't say anything. You let it go. They do it again. You still don't say anything. You don't want drama. You don't want to be difficult. So you stay quiet, and the resentment builds, and builds, and builds, until one day you explode, or you ghost them. You end the relationship without explanation, because you never had the hard conversation. You avoid conflict in your relationship, your marriage, your friendships, your job. You ghost instead of talking. You quit instead of negotiating. You suffer in silence instead of speaking up. And your relationships die, not from big fights, from small, unspoken resentments that pile up until there's nothing left. In 1940, conflict was inevitable. We lived close to people, big families, small houses, small towns. If you had a problem with someone, you dealt with it. Because you had to see them every day. You couldn't ghost your brother. He lived across the hall. You couldn't avoid your neighbor. You saw them every morning. So we learned to have hard conversations. We fought, we resolved, we moved on. You avoid conflict because you think it's easier. It's not. It's just delayed. And delayed conflict is worse. It festers. It grows. It destroys. Here's how you escape. This week, have one hard conversation you've been avoiding. One with your partner, your friend, your boss. Tell them the thing that's been bothering you, calmly, directly, respectfully. You don't have to fight. You just have to be honest. One conversation, this week. Say the thing. That's the escape. Trap number 5, digital validation addiction. You post something online, you check how many likes it got. 5 minutes later, you check again. You refresh, you count. Your mood depends on the number. If it's high, you feel good. If it's low, you feel worthless. Your self-worth is determined by strangers on the internet who don't know you, don't care about you, and will forget you in 5 seconds. You perform your life for an audience. You don't go to the concert to enjoy it. You go to post about it. You don't have the experience. You curate the image of the experience, and then you wait for validation, for likes, for comments, for proof that you matter, and you don't get enough. You never get enough. Because external validation is a drug. The more you get, the more you need. And it never satisfies. In 1940, validation came from real people. Your father said you did good work. That mattered. Your wife said she was proud of you. That mattered. Your neighbor saw you fix your fence, complimented you. That mattered. The validation was rare, direct, real. You didn't need it constantly because when you got it, it actually meant something. You need validation from strangers 50 times a day, and it means nothing. Here's how you escape this trap. This week, post nothing. 0. No Instagram, no Twitter, no Facebook, no TikTok, nothing. For 7 days. See what happens. You'll feel anxious at first, like you're missing out. You're not. You're detoxing. By day 3 or 4, you'll feel lighter, freer, like your life is yours again. 7 days. Post nothing. That's the escape. Trap number 6. Comfort optimization. You optimize everything for comfort. You work from home so you don't have to commute. You order food so you don't have to cook. You adjust the temperature so it's never too hot or too cold. You avoid anything uncomfortable, anything hard, anything that requires effort. Your life is a controlled environment, and you're weak. Because comfort doesn't build strength, discomfort does. You can't handle the smallest challenge. Traffic stresses you out. A rude email ruins your day. A hard conversation sends you into therapy. You're fragile. And you don't understand why. It's because you've removed all discomfort from your life. And without discomfort, you don't grow. In 1940, discomfort was constant. I walked to work in winter, froze in summer, sweated. The factory was hot, the work was hard. My body hurt every day. And I got stronger. Not just physically, mentally. I learned to endure, to tolerate, to push through. You learn nothing from comfort. You learn everything from discomfort. Here's how you escape. This week, choose one uncomfortable thing every day. Take a cold shower, walk in the rain, skip lunch one day. Do something hard. Do something that makes you uncomfortable. Not dangerous, just uncomfortable. Build your tolerance. One uncomfortable thing per day. 7 days. You'll feel stronger by the end. That's the escape. Those are the 6 traps. Waiting to be perfect. Saying yes to everything. Comparing yourself to everyone. Avoiding conflict. Needing digital validation. Optimizing for comfort. And I gave you 6 ways to escape. Start something imperfect this week. Say no once without explaining. Stop comparing or delete social media for 7 days. Have one hard conversation. Post nothing for 7 days. Do one uncomfortable thing every day. 6 traps, 6 escapes. You don't have to escape all of them at once. Pick one. The one you're most stuck in. Escape that one first, then move to the next. This photograph. Me at 25, 1946. I had just come home from 4 years of war. I wasn't in any of these traps, not because I was smarter, not because I was stronger, because these traps didn't exist yet. You're in traps I never had to face. That's harder. I recognize that. But here's the thing. They're still traps, and you can still escape. You just have to see them first. Most people spend decades in these traps and never realize it. They wonder why they're stuck, why they're anxious, why nothing changes. It's because they're trapped, and they don't know it. Now you know, so you have a choice. Stay in the trap or get out. Staying is easier. Getting out requires action, discomfort, change, but staying means wasting years, maybe decades, waiting to be perfect, saying yes to everything, comparing yourself to everyone, avoiding conflict, performing for strangers, hiding from discomfort. That's not a life, that's a trap. Get out. Pick one. Escape this week, or stay trapped. Your choice. I can't make it for you, but I can tell you this. The longer you wait, the harder it gets. The trap gets tighter, the walls get higher. The door gets smaller. Get out now, while you still can. 6 traps, 6 escapes. Your move.